So we're all together, and for the sake of the video, I would also like to share with you all my teaching techniques. Also, as I want to be working with you guys, I'm going to take you through them, so bear with me if it seems unnecessary. As soon as you come into groups, there is a slight issue. Playing games can often mean someone wins and someone loses. And when I've ever gone into groups with a colleague and just pulled some of my games straight away, almost always someone gets upset because they win and someone else is like, I'm better than you. Also, I don't like doing behavior management. So there are only two things of behavior management I ever do. I do sound ninjas and I do the rules. Which guys would you like to do first? Sound ninjas? Sound ninjas. Or the rules. The rules.
Rules? Do you sound like you written rules at the first? Yeah.
Very good. Rule number 1. I would appreciate that if I were you. What does it say? When we play a game, no matter who wins or loses, we all win because it's fun to play. Also, in music, you can't just go faster and be louder than everyone else because you're better, like in football. I'm really good, I'm going to run faster and kick harder because I'm the best player. It doesn't work in music, right? Music falls apart. Rule number 2. Not just we don't mind making mistakes, we like making mistakes. And you guys know that whenever you make a mistake, it makes me happy. You've seen that, right? When you make it, you're like, I'm like, yeah. That's for a very specific reason. Why do we like to make mistakes? Not necessarily. You don't learn just by making a mistake. You do learn the experience of making a mistake. But we like to make mistakes because they show us what to practice. You only learn from your mistake if you look at it, try to understand it, decide if it even was a mistake. It might be a happy accident, you never know, right? So we like to make mistakes because they tell us what to practice. We don't have to think about what to practice. Mistakes tell us what to practice. And the final rule. We like to practice. All practice is making a noise on your instrument and listening to it. That's it. If you are listening, you are practicing. You can also, there is thinking practice as well, as we'll talk about cognitive muscle memory, but these are the basic 3 rules for people to play music in groups. They need to enjoy each other's successes, they can't be competing. You have to like making mistakes, because it means you're pushing the boundaries of your ability. And you have to enjoy practicing through them. And as long as these 3 rules are followed, nothing else really matters. It's going to be a positive music experience. If any of them aren't followed, it's not. If you don't like to practice and you keep going to performances, not having practiced, you'll just mess up and it will feel horrible. On certain instruments, you literally won't have the muscles. If you're trying to play trumpet and you want to play lead trumpet, you have to be maintaining 2 hours a day. Otherwise, you just don't have the muscles to play the notes. It's very simple. Super, those are the rules. And the only other thing that needs to happen, and it's going to be very easy with us, but you'll get the point, is that lots of noise will be made in these sessions, in music sessions, lots of noise should be made. It shouldn't be a super quiet environment. But when whoever's leading the ensemble needs your attention, it has to go. So this is sound ninjas. You make it fun and you make it exciting to be quiet. You're going to say the word rhubarb. Lots of times. Rhubarb, 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 rhubarb. If you want background noise of a crowd with a bunch of people, you're doing a play or whatever, you can just get them all to say rhubarb and it sounds like. So rhubarb, 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 rhubarb. And very nice. Nice and easy. If it's a group of 10 kids, one will not be paying attention. Rhubarb, rhubarb, and then you're a soggy ninja. I want crispy sound ninjas. One more time. Rhubarb, 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 a bit louder. Rhubarb, 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 rhubarb. Beautiful. And when a whole group of people all saying rhubarb stop at exactly the same point, it's electric. It's just everyone's looking around and they're like, oh, wow, that was so cool. So those are the rules. Music.